You guys, I saw this video of Rachel Segler from 6 years ago of her just making random videos of her just being honest and like sharing her thoughts, like a digital diary, which I've always fucking wanted to do. It is literally almost 2 a.m. in the morning, but I was like, I need to document this because I have never gone through what I'm going through right now, and it is the fact that I just finished university. I did do a 3-year course instead of 4. That's why I moved to the UK. Obviously, with many other reasons. I just feel it has been now like a few weeks since I finished classes and everything is kind of setting in, right? Like, okay, now my real life is going to start, my real life. Like, I'm on my own. I'm going to start paying my own bills in 2 months. Like, just things are going to change so fast, you know? And it's just so crazy to me that it went by so fast as well. Like, how is it possible? I feel like it was, I wouldn't say yesterday, but I feel like it was just a year ago. That's what it feels like. That I was like in the UK touring schools with my family, and now all of a sudden it is literally 4 years later. Like, how did that happen? How did that happen? And I was just talking to one of my best friends from uni, and she texted me and she was like, it feels so weird not seeing you 3 times a week, because we had classes 3 times a week. Another reason I loved school in the UK. And I was like, I feel weird too. It almost feels like we don't have a routine anymore, and we've had this routine our entire lives. We have gone to school our entire lives. We have had a very specific reason to get up every morning of the week for our entire lives, and all of a sudden it is gone. It is gone. Like, how insane is that? Bitch, I literally can't process that. Like, that is insane. It's like, am I lucky or am I not lucky for the situation? Basically, I'm obviously moving back to America. My visa is expiring, so I'm gonna have 2 months left here until my rent expires. Obviously, I'm gonna have like 3 months actually left in London, where obviously 3 months is not long enough to like get something serious down. I also wouldn't want to. So I am only going to really start my life when my visa expires and everything, and I move back to America. And right now the plan is to move to New York, because basically every job opportunity I could ever want is there. But I basically have 3 months of like relaxation vibes, but that is not how my brain works. Like, I am not wanting to relax. I'm more just stressed. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do right now? Am I supposed to be learning? Am I supposed, like, well, just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I am already feeling so like blah, because also when it's summertime, here's the thing, if you don't relate to what I just said, like when it's summertime and you're in high school or you're in university, you know what's going to happen with your life in the coming 2 months. In the coming 2 months, you know that you will get back into a schedule, but I don't know anything. And I guess this is the first time in my life where I truly don't know anything, right? Like, I knew nothing when I was moving to London. I knew absolutely nothing. I didn't know anybody in the country except like some relatives. I didn't know how to live alone. I didn't know how to cook. Genuinely did not know these things. And by the way, when you live alone, it is a way different degree of these things, right? Like, you think you know how to grocery shop, and then you go to the grocery store and you're like, what the fuck do I pick up? Like, you just pick up a random assortment of stuff, then none of it works together, and it's just like awkward, and then you eat pasta for the next like 4 months because you can't figure that shit. Anyways, I think for the first time I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm not scared to move to a new city. I'm really not scared to move to New York, because I literally moved to a different country when I was so young, but I am scared for what's to come. Like, I just don't know what to do with my day, and I'm really trying not to waste time. Like, I am really trying. I still have my radio show, but that is only for 1 hour once a week, and I even am going to like yoga classes a few times a week. But even with that, that's not enough. That's an hour of the day, and there are like 15 hours of a day that you are awake and up and at 'em. You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do with all that fucking time? What am I supposed to do? So I've been like trying to embark on random side quests. Like, I finally figured out how to do Amazon Fresh. I turned in obviously all my assignments by now. I've been organizing my closet. I've been signing up for modeling agencies because... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding about the modeling agencies part though, because why the hell not? Somebody might like my weird big eyes look. I have gotten like hate comments before on my account that are like, you could be a Gucci model, like trying to call me ugly, but I actually take that to a very high, I take that as a very high compliment. Like, I would love to be a Gucci model. I don't care how you perceive me. I love my look. I just felt like this video would be good to watch again, maybe when I have my life figured out in like 5 years, and then I'll be like, oh my god, she had no idea what was coming. I hope I have a Rachel Zegler turnaround. I think it's also very hard for me because some of my friends have just become incredibly successful. Phenomenal to see some of my friends literally in spaces that you would have dreamed of. And I just also sometimes, I guess, I feel left behind. Oh wow, everybody's so successful and has made their way up in life, and what if I'm the one that's just left behind? Which I'm trying not to. Like, I do go to therapy. I don't think you need to be a crazy person to go to therapy, or maybe you do think I'm a crazy person, but I mainly go to therapy. I obviously talk a lot, and I just need a sounding board and someone to shift out the thoughts that are not good and shift in the thoughts that are good, because something that we don't know and that we should know growing up is that not every thought in your mind is a good thought. And like, I know that sounds so simple to be like, obviously not every thought is a good thought, but genuinely, like, think about it. When you think something, you believe it. You believe it usually, right? If you think a bad thought about yourself, you believe it. Oh, that's what the phrase is. You shouldn't believe every thought you have in your mind. Anyways, so that's the reason I have a therapist, because she helps me out with that. I have a lot of thoughts. I'm always thinking all the time. That doesn't mean I'm thinking smart things all the time. That's another thing. I've been really into watching like lectures online. Like, I love that, but then again, that's what, taking up like 30 minutes of my day. And then also I feel like, you know, my schedule's kind of getting messed up. Like, I'm staying up later watching TV. I just hate this feeling. Again, I want to say I think it's a very different feeling to like where you're in high school and you have spring break and maybe all you want to do is bed rot and watch TV and eat snacks. Like, I totally get that, but you know that you're gonna have something coming, and I don't think we realize how amazing that feeling of like knowing exactly what's happening in 7 days, knowing exactly what's happening in 5 days. Like, I just love that. Like, I never realized I relied on that so much, I guess. And I also feel like my mom's calling me and she's like, how are you? And I'm like, girl, I have no idea. Like, I have nothing to say to her because I don't know how I am. Like, I don't feel sad. Like, earlier I texted my best friend from uni that I was telling you about earlier. I texted her, I was like, I'm sad. And then I was like, actually, I'm not sad. I'm confused. Like, I am confused. And you know, my dad is always telling me, like, I don't know why you're worried, like everything will fall into place, everybody your age feels this way, then why are we not talking about it? Because it seems like everybody my age graduates and they get a job right away and they're fine. But I'm in a field where I want to go into the creative world, and it's not that simple. It's not usually getting a 9 to 5. It's more like trying out for opportunities and failing and trying again and failing. And like, you always hear about all these like actor stories and model stories, and actor stories that I've been like really holding on to lately is John Krasinski. Apparently, somebody told me this, that he was living in New York as a waiter. He was like telling his parents, like, guys, like, I am flopping hardcore. I'm gonna give it one more week and then I'm moving back home. Like, I'm quitting acting. And then he got the role in The Office. So I have been holding on to that. Sorry, my camera died. And obviously his life changed. My dad always says, like, you'll probably be doing something way different that you don't even know. You know, you don't even know. I also don't even know what I want to do in a way. Like, I've done acting classes growing up. I've done singing classes growing up. I've obviously been creating content on social media for the past 5 years. I used to work in politics when I was in high school, pretty seriously. Like, I was like traveling across the country. Very random lore. I've just always been someone who's doing a lot, and like, my dad's like, I'm kind of afraid you're gonna get burnout. Like, you've kind of just been on the go, on the go, on the go. That might be unrelatable because I was kind of just fucking crazy, and like, I just like hated my hometown. Like, I was doing everything to get out of my hometown even when I was younger. I don't know, I just like wonder. Like, I hate not having answers. Also, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy if anyone's still listening to this, but I saw a psychic 5-6 months ago. She was like, in March or April, your life is going to change in a good way. And I kept thinking, okay, I'm waiting, and I think that's bad. I don't think I'm a good person with timelines, because it was literally in the back of my mind every single day for the past 5 to 6 months. And then she goes, wait, no, there's gonna be a delay. There's gonna be some type of delay. Ma'am, is this the delay? I don't know. Before you guys judge me for the psychic, like, I have a friend that went to her, and she's very much like bubbly, fun personality. She's a social media girl as well. She went to psychic, and basically the reason she kind of went viral on the internet was because she lost her job and she was sobbing on the internet because she had taken her resume to literally every single like cafe or whatever, and everybody said no. And she was just so upset, and that video went viral, and then obviously her life changed in a fabulous way. And she told me that a year before, the psychic told her that do not worry, by this time next year, I see you drinking martinis as a part of your job. Like, you will have a job that involves you dressing up fancy and drinking martinis and eating olives and a very like bougie event lifestyle, and that's exactly her lifestyle now. And so I was like, I trust this woman. Okay, I'm going to the psychic, and she's also like, she was a super just like normal, like hippie-ish woman from Australia. So I trust that. I don't trust American psychics just because Americans are a little cuckoo, right? Like, let's be honest. Yeah, these are just my thoughts. I hope anybody can relate. Yeah, I've also been reading the book The Mountain Is You, which I think has really helped me in general with just like my everyday life. Genuinely, I think it's really helped me. I'm really happy I made this video because when I lived in London my very first year, I wanted to sit down and film so many of these types of videos where I just have so many feelings and I just have so much to say, and I want it to be out there, even if it helps one person feel like girl, I'm right there with you. I've always wanted to do this, always, and I never did, and I wish I did so badly my first year because I was suffering so much, but I was just too embarrassed. Like, when I moved here all alone, I was just in the worst place mentally. Like, I was so lonely and I didn't have any friends, and I was like, why the fuck did I do this big move? But also I kept going home and it was just the worst. Little did I know I was obviously going to, I mean, you always get out of a spot like that, right? But it's so hard when you're in it. Like, I'm in it again and I feel like there's no hope, but obviously there is, but it's like hard to get it into your skull. Anyways, I am now going to go to bed. It is 2 a.m. Like always, I go to bed so late. I love you guys so much. Make sure to share this video because my big dream in life has always been to be a YouTuber ever since I was little, and I just love YouTube in general. I love watching YouTube. I'm literally subscribed to like 1 million people. I love it. So yeah, share this video with anyone if you think they'll relate, if you think they'll feel the same. Yeah, I love you guys so much.